fourth and final matchup. Which cuts. And here is Griner on the drive, sets up Boston. And 100. Griner backs her way. She's Canada, one of the quickest players in the league going. He's had a quad injury and a form of Clark in her bank shot.
State I'm talking about right there. BG's got
handle. Good defense there by Ryan Howard. So too will Alicia Howard. Kick out Canada. Who next? Coach has revolutionized this offer in league history. Kelsey Mitchell, Canada scoops it up. Good defense by Hull. Mitchell catch and shoot. Held to just 31%.
the goal right now, though. Close out from college. We know they shot that are outstanding post players.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell on a kick out.
Whitehead. They've got to get a couple of sides.
Bounce past McDonald and a good
bucket on the curl.
As Canada's in for the fever defensively, as away from that franchise record. Mitchell struggled
20 points a game.
There's Howard into Griner, WNBA. In terms of field goal, Howard splits the double.
W.
Moved into. Here's Boston backing in.
Shaping up to the ball.
You don't see that make all.
After that ACL injury.
On a WNBA All-Star floor. She got tied up and hit.
And missed some games. Of course, we know.
Season on the Indiana Fever to not start the season. Caitlin Clark. Boston backdoor pass. Mitchell catch and shoot. And the Fever feel like they just missed an inordinate. Shot clock's been winding down a lot for Atlanta. Mitchell launches. Ping-pongs its way out to Mitchell. Cunningham tries to create and knocks down.
She needs to string together a couple.
Going. And Hillman, who shot it. Charles Vesco's gone deeper into his own, and Alicia Gray doesn't see it. Clark is on the floor.
Ball, fouls, to be physical. In the post, on the block.
Kick out. Dantes is open. Griner backing her way in, ducks in.
Over her right shoulder that's how she likes to score.
For Atlanta. Griner really over when Atlanta needs her to. And at it here, Clark and Howard.
She's been a three-time All-Star. Good luck.
Clark, hesitation, gets order. Howard, kick out, and points. As Clark pounds. And then flip it in.
Lots of opportunity.
Able to erase it. Here is.
There's a cylinder. I could carry my own ball. That same thing right now.
As the festivities begin, get it off in time. She will not. It's a shot.
The deck multiple times in the quad injury.
First quarter points for Jordan Cannon. The first 8 games of the year.
Aaliyah Boston defending Brianna. Known through her career with great footwork and
an iconic run with the Sun, and that not just playoff contender.
Multiple defenders got switched onto her.
From injury, Clark bounce pass, Bossies pulls down the rebound, and Clark. Dantes connects.
Well done.
Fever had their first pull on a side step. Them already. Griner had it deflected. Clark step back. News on her status as we get it. Certainly not as to move on here in the interim.
And Ryan Howard.
Cunningham puts on the brakes. Pretty move.
There's usually a
3 shots here so far tonight. The likely crosses up Caldwell, gets inside and lays high on that list too, feeding Jones before in the backcourt. Clark on the bench right. A pitch count for her. All-star Kelsey Mitchell. The players have scored, none more than 5.
Now that's a tomato.
To see her back on the floor here after that groin injury. Patience back to Mitchell. Jumps the passing lane and lays it in.
That she's been able to get a deflection.
Runs into a wall, forces it up. Jordan Canada, not one of them, but Mitchell got a piece. Here's McDonald on Horner. Boston spinning.
So she looked a little.
Up your screen. Caitlin Clark ready to check back. Griner backing in, turns, pass into traffic. Mitchell pulls it down.
She's really good at making that decision about
lead changes. And the offensive rebound. Canada tries it.
off pat
Mitchell launches and hit
by Boston and Mitchell.
Clark feet inside. Mitchell. Proven they are, if not. Boston. Griner on the runner.
Absolutely.
She have 6. You to Hillman. Canada floats it up in point game, but this has just been a
score low and go to work.
Gray fight
to be prepared to play on this.
Ball pulls down the rebound. Jordan Can, Dream fans, Fever fans too, won't forget. Corner gets inside, bounces, Howard and flips up 14 points. Here's Jones, spins around. Natasha Howard and Brittany Grime. 1.5 points by any player in the league. Clark sees the double team, flips Fever on the floor, but there is a real
runs. Caitlin loves.
Hull is wide open. And the teeth of the defense, Clark fading.
You know, she spent a lot of time in
Reiner, good.
Tough to deal with.
Anna gets back defensively. Howard from Clark hits the deck a little slow to get up. Mitchell now is 17.
Trying to get Alicia Gray going. Successful for Indiana.
Boston.
That drag.
Boston to a cutting hole. Reiner spinning. Handoff Mitchell. Indiana down by 4. And Clark there to intercept. She flips.
Only been 2 times. Because the difference between the games earlier,
including meet and greets with the W's big. Gray rises. It's the second shot Gray's hit here tonight. Here is Howard going to work the left hand. Boston. Here's Cunningham. Buries line. Here is Howard with an answer. McDonald bouncing. Howard
around the rim to finish.
Gray off. Howard crossing over, firing.
For the Atlanta Dream.
Is 10 for 15 from the 3. Deep 2, and it rolls around 63. And Canada. Boston going to work, flips it up.
Was not on her knee to start the game.
We've been treated to a spectacle here tonight. Send Brittany Grime.
And it's dangerous.
Fever leave Howard up, drops it. Cunningham, 3 for 3.
72% of the shot. One of the reasons why Indiana works so hard.
Tumultuous start too. Actually into the season too. So Dantas was going. Keep an eye here on this. And when they get the chances, Canada weaves through.
Number
as in the half courts. Oh, inside, shot clock down to 5, flips it up. Caitlin Clark has the chance, largest lead of the night. McDonald puts on the brakes and survives so far the first half.
That Ryan Howard cut.
Differential shot clock and game clock. As the size advantage on Dantas, spin by 1 and 5 points as Clark, the hesitation, draws the foul.
Offensive glass. Tonight, Indiana's
Griner on Boston. Griner with a
Caitlin Clark.
Clark gets in.
Griner on the back row, your defense.
Boston on the drive. Boston fades and hit. Caught midair. Here's Howard off balance. Before it's all said and done, Atlanta.
Really good rotation by Indiana.
Canada scoops it up.
Angles. All of it.
And Clark on the drive, gets to the rim.
Over the level of the Aaliyah Boston.
Clark steps back, fires. Howard fire away. Cunningham on the drive with the left hand.
3 for 3 outside. Larry, Megan, and Autumn.
Here's Canada putting on the brakes, spinning inside. Finds Boston right on. A beautiful bounce pass from Canada. A long way to go here. King Cunningham deep 2. It rolled. Dantas knocked it away. Fire ahead. Dantas 1-on-1.
It's her second.
Here is Hillman, who can't answer.
She is.
Clark bounce pass. Boston. Canada turns on the Jets. Quite a battle with Boston. It's free throw and possession. Off night for Gray.
Here.
Just 6 points tonight. And Canada
up a little bit for the Fever.
Indiana has 10 of them tonight. Gray, who sticks right with her, one of the league's best defenders in assists a year ago.
The Fever than what we experienced. Really disrupted by Ryan Howard.
Hillman draws. Ceiling is so high. I mean, Caitlin Clark.
You know what? She doesn't have to have a big spectacle.
One of those teams that just muscles her way to the rim and a little. Here is Hillman. To exit. But she get her high. 6 rebounds. She was stretched and really a night of impressive.
Gives them the tiebreaker, right? Their top.
Hillman a straightaway 3.
Going small with Dantas at the 5. Lexi Hull, not as many.
Here's a rolling coffee and a nice finish. There's Dantas.
They have not been able to get a sneak peek.
Kick out, Mitchell. Fire ahead. McDonald coast to Indianapolis as Coffee. Oh, launches and connects. Really kick out, Cunningham.
Play in the paint. They scored in the
kick out. Here is Cunningham. Oh! Coffee, number 12.
15 and 10. What a
Fever win it 99. So it's Natasha Howard and Brittany Griner from Jordan, Canada, the second most points and a half by any player in the league. Clark sees the double team, flips in. A challenge for the Fever. And Indiana is a much better team with her on the floor, but there is a real
series right there. Like, if she rim runs, Caitlin loves
pass. Howard a fake. Howard a kick out. Hull is wide open. And jerseys are back. All into the teeth of the defense. Clark fading.
You know, she spent a lot of time in that's been affected by her injuries.
Griner, good.
Just with 2 feet that deep, that is tough to deal with.
Canada the other direction. Indiana gets back defensively. Howard from
Concentration is outstanding.
Clark hit the deck a little slow to get up.
Well done by the Fever.
Bit of a struggle getting going here. Mitchell now is 17.
Trying to get Alicia Gray going. That is really successful for Indiana.
Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about, Pat. That drag.
Quarter. Boston to a cutting hole. Griner spinning. Boston, handoff Mitchell. Real momentum swinger here with Indiana down by 4. Coming into tonight. A dangerous pass, and Clark there to intercept. She flips. And energy to start the third quarter.
Only been 2 times. So this is a good sign for Indiana, because the difference between the games earlier.
Culture experience interactive events, including meet and greets with the W's Big D 1 week from today. Gray rises. And just the second shot Gray's hit here tonight. Here is Howard going to work the left hand. Indiana wins the tip. Indiana, Ari McDonald running points. Boston, here's Cunningham. Buries. Now 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. Here is Howard with an answer. You're wearing that big brace. McDonald bouncing. Howard.
She can use her instincts around the rim to finish.
Gray off. Howard crossing over, firing.
Already in the game for the Atlanta Dream.
10 of those 11. That duo is 10 for 15 from the 3. Finds the Boston screen. That's a deep 2, and it rolls around. This game is 63 to 63, and Canada, the only thing that could slow her down. Boston has the size advantage on Howard. Boston going to work, flips it up. Who has so many of them?
You see that knee brace, which was not on her knee to start the game.
Doing here after that injury. We've been treated to a spectacle here tonight. The incredible luxury of being able to send Brittany Griner.
The small lineup on the floor, and it's dangerous.
Fever leave Howard up. McDonald drops it. Cunningham, 3 for 3.
Triples here in the game. 72% of the shot arc in this game. It's one of the reasons why Indiana works so hard.
And remember, her season got off to a tumultuous start too. Actually, in the preseason, then early into the season too. So
they've had a full roster.
Dantas was going. Keep an eye here on this. And when they get the Indiana Fever lead, 1:10 left in the first, as Canada weaves through.
A good number for them. That's a good trending number. As
all of their offense has come here in the half courts. Oh, and Clark muscles her way inside. Shot clock down to 5, flips it up. Out of challenges the rest of the way. Caitlin Clark has the chance. She hits this free throw, it'll be Indiana's largest lead of the night. McDonald puts on the brakes and lead of the night. Survived so far the first half.
Ham doing a good job staying on top of that Ryan Howard cut.
10-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Down to 7. Here is Griner. Has the size advantage on Dantas. Spink is played. These games have been decided by 1 and 5 points.
But it's really loud tonight.
Clark, the hesitation, draws the foul.
Free throws and did a better job on the offensive glass. Tonight, Indiana is close.
Griner on Boston. Griner with
a really hounding Caitlin Clark.
Clark gets in.
So good is because you do have Brittany Griner on the back row of your defense.
Boston, shot clock down to 4. Boston on the drive. Boston fades and hits. Back into the post. Griner got caught midair. Here's Howard off balance. She will be first before it's all said and done. Atlanta to Los Angeles.
Really good rotation by Indiana.
Clark, Canada on the drive. Too far underneath. Canada scoops it up. And
good angles. All of it.
Clark being hounded by Canada. Clark on the drive. Gets to the rim.
Trying to take Jordan Canada below the level of the Aaliyah Boston.
The switch on to Howard. Clark steps back, fires. Howard fire away.
Situation right here.
Here in the fourth. Cunningham on the drive with the left hand.
Game so far, very productive. 3 for 3 outside.
Way shortly after.
Hello, Larry, Megan, and Autumn.
There's Canada putting on the brakes, spinning inside, ahead. Lob inside, finds Boston right on.
Indiana doing a good job right now.
A beautiful bounce pass from Canada. Third in the league offensively are the Dreams. Still a long way to go here. Bouncing, Boston kicking, Cunningham deep two. It will.
Al Jordan and help in transition.
Here is Griner. Dantas knocked it away.
Got a turnover.
Clark fire ahead. Dantas one-on-one.
Damiris Dantas. It's her second championship game.
Here is Hillman, who can't out.
She was a good player. I said, yes, she is.
Boston, shot clock down to 5. Here is Clark, bounce pass, Boston. Canada turns on the Jets. Hillman looking inside for Griner. She is in quite a battle with Boston. It's free throw and possession. Gray, an extremely rare off night for Gray.
Yeah, she's had a tremendous year.
Just 6 points. Nia Coffey playing her first minutes here tonight. And Canada.
Griner on the floor. The rim should open up a little bit for the Fever.
Where to get the offensive rebound. Indiana has 10 of them tonight. Just 2 of 9 from the floor here tonight. Hesitation. Clark trying to spin off Gray, who sticks right with her. One of the league's best defenders. Behind Alyssa Thomas. Clark led the league in assists a year ago. Major way.
What a different look for the Fever than what we experienced is outstanding.
No question.
But Indiana really disrupted. Really didn't get anybody else going. Ryan Howard issue.
Hillman draws of what they're capable of, why their ceiling is so high. I mean, Caitlin Clark still has a 15-point lead here.
And, but you know what? She doesn't have to have a big has done that tonight.
One of those teams, this roster. Boston just muscles her way to the rim and a little.
Through the basket is what I'm trying to say.
Here is Hillman. So she'll be forced to exit. But she gets points, 8 assists, matching her career high. 6 rebounds. She was in. Griner got going there for a stretch, and really a night of impressive.
That gives them the tiebreaker, right? They're top.
Hillman, a straightaway 3, awesome piece.
With Caitlin Clark back on the floor, going small with Dantas at the 5. Getting extended minutes tonight. Lexi Hull, not as many.
Looked out of sorts. Here's a rolling Coffey and a nice finish.
A celebrity and attention that she gets.
There's Dantas.
Won't practice on her teammates. They have not been able to get a sneak peek.
Cunningham, kick out, Mitchell, and Mitchell comes up with the steal. Fire ahead, McDonald coasting here in Indianapolis as Coffey.
Trapping horns.
Oh, launches and connects. Really? Oh, kick out, Cunningham.
They established play in the paint. They scored in the.
Cunningham got it inside for Hull. Kick out. Here is Cunningham. Who? Coffey, number 12.
16 and 10. What a night.
I'm Pat Boylan as the Fever win it 99